Every fucking time. Welcome back to the Great Enough Podcast. I'm your host, Steve.
My name is Kurt.
You always notice how I never say I'm your host, Steve, but you're not the host.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, anyways.
It makes me feel so a part of this podcast. Thank you so much. It's awesome.
What should I say? I'm one of your hosts?
You can say we are your hosts. My name is.
We are your hosts, Steve.
Why'd you just eliminate the my name is? I gave you verbatim what to say, and you just eliminated what I said.
Next time.
I feel like you're gonna do it again, though.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah,
dude,
it's fun.
It's natural.
Yeah,
it's natural.
It's natural.
Be yourself. That's what they tell you.
Be yourself. Wear a shirt that's 6 sizes too small.
You see the Dave Portnoy thing? Where
Yeah, that's what I think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fatty.
You fat as shit wearing your Italia t-shirt.
Dude, honestly, I wore it because we got some soccer fans in the stadium.
Yep.
People fucking emotional about our soccer videos. Almost 100 comments.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. It's not that big a deal, guys.
Yeah,
you can dislike certain things.
Yeah.
Like your stupid fucking sports soccer.
No, I love soccer, bro.
Yeah, but but guess what you're calling it?
Soccer?
Which is what it is.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. How many people, like, first of all, one person says, oh, it's actually called football. You're like, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
whatever.
But, like, you had to skip over every other idiot who wrote that and write it again.
Yeah.
And be like,
isn't that crazy?
Oh, yeah, like we're going to listen to guys who call it soccer. Haha. Fifth time.
Everyone is writing. It's actually called football. And it's like, did you not see the 80 other guys that wrote that exact same comment? Do you think you're like, oh, I got them? Could you imagine? That's what's going through your head? And are you doing the same thing to like other like channels who are like speaking in Italian, calling it calcio?
Probably.
Being like, no, not calcio, football.
Probably, man. Probably.
What do other people call it? There's calcio with some other ones?
In Italian?
Is it only calcio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? With the?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe like calcio.
Soccer.
What is it in France?
In French, le foot.
Is it le foot?
I think so. Football.
That's a fucking body part.
Yeah. Okay, but dude, that's like another, like, how many words in French, and not just French, but in European languages, are just English words that they say with an accent?
Well, they're like Latin words, though.
Fine.
Right? Like library, for example.
No, but like literally, I'll be watching Italian TV.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, we're gonna go on, like, andiamo su l'internet. Like they just say internet. Like
okay.
They just use the English word. So like speak English.
And dude, you sound like Leonardo da Vinci, but like you. Today.
Yeah, that bright, eh? Just like you don't know what I'm
internet. This was not on the schedule today, but I actually love to talk about languages.
Yeah.
And how completely different like each language is, but then also the same.
Well, yeah, they're all English.
Same, yeah. But different.
Yeah.
You ever watch that movie?
Is that like a Chinese person?
No, remember the interview?
English?
In the interview, James Franco, Seth Rogen.
No, I didn't watch the full thing. Dude, that movie is a disaster.
Amazing.
It's weird.
Really
as shit,
good.
Though. Okay.
What?
No, it's like you have to be in a certain mood, and you have to have a certain type of humor to like that. Like it's very weird.
You have to have like a threshold of IQ.
Yeah, but also like stupidity. Like there's a lot of stupidity.
Oh, you're too stupid to.
Okay.
Is that what you're? Okay. I don't really.
Yeah, that's what I said, Kurt. Yeah. Good one. Okay.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I call it soccer.
Okay, we don't have to talk about the interview, but yeah, like it's crazy to me how like this is gonna sound so stupid, maybe the dumbest thing I've ever said, but English to me sounds so boring and so normal and just like the starting basis of language.
Yeah.
And then you go into like Italian, French, and these are just these beautiful, like linguistic, flowy languages. Spanish too, like the same type of like every word. It's like it sounds like you're speaking in cursive, whereas like English is just like, bum bum. I went to the store. Like who? Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Man. Yeah.
How do you say? I go to the store in Italian.
Dude, that's not part of my vocabulary.
You can't say I go to the store.
Sono andata al magazzino. I don't know.
Oh, stop.
You getting turned on?
Oh my God. Say more. What's another thing?
Another, like,
Say the bathroom is over there.
See, but the problem with the times, I have to think about it.
Okay.
So...
The toilet is over there.
Il gabinetto.
You're sexy, dude.
Li.
Okay, all together now?
Li. Not the Chinese Li. Like, I think it's L-I.
You didn't have to do that.
No, but I'm just clarifying.
Sure.
Yeah.
It needed clarification.
Yeah. Yeah. Not Bobby Lee.
Gotcha. Okay, so do it. The toilet is over there.
Yeah. Il gabinetto.
El gabinetto è lì.
Yeah.
El gabinetto è lì.
Il gabinetto.
Il gabinetto è lì.
Yeah. But you see, I don't see the point of having different languages if they're going to be so similar. That's the thing. I like all the languages. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, like, I just feel like it's obviously not efficient to have all these languages. I like English because of what you said. I know Italian to some degree. I know French pretty well. I know a bit of Spanish, and like, fine, they're nice languages, but like, they're a lot more work.
Yeah.
Like
Compared to English?
English verbs, I get, you got. You know what I mean? It's like they're all the same, right? I and like in Italian, it's like, or in French, je. It's like je avoir, je tu avrais. You know what I mean? Like, there's every freaking.
What I love is that in that like little example you gave, you're wrong.
So off.
To avrais.
But it could be right. That's the crazy part. It's like,
it could be right if you have no idea what you're talking about.
News, avion. And avion is also a plane.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Dude, no. You're preaching to the choir here. French is a nightmare. That's for sure.
But Italian's similar.
Yeah.
Spanish is similar. So get rid of it.
But
we don't need it.
But sounding sexy is like, it's work, you know?
And then
if you want to be sexy, it's work. If you want to look good, you got to fucking put work into it, right?
Why the communal language can't be Chinese is because you get a symbol and it's like a sentence.
Well,
you see, for this one symbol.
Yeah.
No way, man. That's too much memorizing.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that in.
Yeah. But that's what it is, right?
No, I hear you. I get it.
So,
I think it's a sound, though. Every symbol is a sound.
Yeah, but it's like it could have more than one syllable. Like,
okay.
For us, one thing is A. It's not A-O-E.
Yeah, good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just A. So simple, easy. Now, I'm not saying that we have to stick with English, but let's scrap them all and just agree that we're going to make a language that we can all understand each other.
Well, that's how language started, remember? The Old Testament?
Yeah, well, I was there. I remember. Yeah. Like,
but I think in the Old Testament, I think we're going to go back to Bible
when
study.
we were writing it together.
So Great Enough is actually a religious podcast. It took us a few episodes to actually get into stride.
First, we had to do the Bible.
Yeah. So basically, for all of you non-Christians out there, I am a Christian, as you can see, Angel. Basically, I think what happened was that there were these guys, a bunch of dudes, you know, building a tower. And they said, we're going to build this tower until we fucking reach heaven. And we're going to say hi to God. And God said, no.
No, thank you.
So you know what he did? He's like, I don't want them. I
created hurricanes.
So I feel like that would have been way easier. He could have just did hurricanes before this. But God decided, in order for them not to reach heaven, I'm going to make every single person speak a different language. And because of that, they're not going to be able to communicate, and then they're just going to give up on the tower. And that is why we all speak a different language today. Which, to be honest, as I'm saying it, sounds like bullshit.
It does sound like bullshit, but also like, is God really scheming like that?
Yeah. Dude, if you're scheming like that, I mean,
I don't trust this guy.
It's almost like someone says like, touch your ear, and you do this.
But also, like, is he doing that to me on a day-to-day? Like, I'll be like, hey, I want to get a promotion, and he'll be like, perfect. I know just the boss to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Make sure that guy gets hired, and then just give up.
Do you want to leave that in?
Why? No, that's not what happened in real life.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like,
I don't know.
No, it's been going okay in real life.
Yeah.
But like,
we love you, man. You're great.
I didn't mean it like that.
I don't know.
So also, back in the day, they didn't have plastic, right? We come up with this new thing called plastic. Amazing.
Sick,
right? Spoons.
dude.
Plates.
Oh man.
Forks.
Yes.
Throw them out.
Sporks.
Sporks.
Sporks are good.
Throw them out.
Yeah.
Not a carefree.
Yeah.
Right? The environment has something else to say about that.
Yeah.
But like we'll worry about that later, right?
I agree.
Right? So whatever, we use them, and then now they say get rid of them. They're too good.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah,
they're
that's what I heard.
they're too good. Plastic
yeah.
forks and spoons are too good.
Too good. So get rid of them. We're going to give you wood ones. Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Dude, a wooden utensil for me ruins the meal completely.
100%. Okay. So this week at work, this guy gets a soup, right? He's all excited, gets like an Asian soup, and they give him a fork. Sorry, not a fork, a spoon. So he gets to his desk, he's all excited. He's like telling us all about it. Oh my God, it's spicy today.
It's spicy.
Yeah,
today.
he's like ready to rip. Takes the lid off, takes out the spoon. Dude, there's no curve in the spoon.
Oh no.
There's no curve in the spoon. So he's just like trying
Is there no curve in a spoon?
Dude, I have the video.
That's not a spoon. That's a spatula.
We got some B-roll here.
Okay.
So he goes to like pick up the broth, and like he can't pick up any broth. So like dude, they gave him a spoon he can't even eat with. And we're like, don't worry. We have spoons here. We run to go grab another wooden spoon with the slightest curve ever.
Oh no.
Dude, like the guy couldn't eat his soup. So he had to leave. He had to like eat all the noodles separately and then fucking pull one of these.
Nightmare.
Ridiculous. We were crying of laughter. Like,
That's so sad. That's sad. I mean,
why
look,
make spoons if they're flat?
I see the funny aspect of that, but to me that's truly sad. You know,
It is.
Like now I've gone to Walmart and I've purchased like a bunch of plastic utensils. For me, man, what pisses me off is the straw. The straw is the worst thing. The paper straw.
That's the last straw.
You're asking, nice. You're asking me to suck a wet sock, like to
Yeah.
get my drink. Like you've ruined the drink completely. It does not. It tastes like paper. Like
The worst is when it's decomposing as you're
that's what I'm
drinking out
saying.
of it. You're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, I'm running out of time here.
I'm a big straw biter too. You can't bite the paper straw.
Oh yeah, just a little nibble.
Yeah, a little nibble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts sucking out of the straw. It starts coming out the sides. What is
Yeah.
this? All to save turtles? What has a turtle ever done for you?
He wins the race, bro. That's what he does.
Slow and steady.
Yeah, so instead.
Yeah. No, look, turtles are good for metaphors. Don't get me wrong. But as far as my day-to-day, like, I don't know, way of life, not helping me in any way.
No, not really. I also don't know, like, couldn't we have waited till we figured it out first? Like, okay, we have something that's working perfectly. Okay? Just let's get the curvature of the spoon right, at least.
Yeah.
Before we say no more plastic.
No more plastic. Go right to wood.
Yeah. No?
Look, I'm on board.
We're
Who's
sending,
making these decisions?
Trudeau. All his fault.
Look, I'll blame it on him. I'm willing.
Scapegoat.
I'll do it.
We need to blame it
I
on
will
someone.
do it. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, that was. It'll be funny when I'll send you the video. Put it in the pod.
Gotcha.
You're gonna die of laughter.
I'm in.
So another thing. So how was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was nice. Thanksgiving was all right. I mean, it's the same every year. Not a big turkey guy, so it was okay.
So did you do Thanksgiving? You don't eat the turkey, or like, do you eat the rest of the meal and leave the turkey, or you?
Oh
just
no,
don't
I'll
have...
eat the turkey. It's there. It's being served to me. I'm not gonna not eat the turkey, but I do think Thanksgiving could be improved in some ways without turkey.
white meat or dark meat.
You gotta go dark.
I don't like dark meat.
So you just eat.
I eat white meat.
You eat paper meat is what you're doing.
White
you
meat.
eat tasteless.
White, high quality protein
Are you?
meat.
I can't tell if you're joking right now.
No, I'm dead serious. I don't want fat in my meat.
What?
Nah, bro.
You just want dry.
I'll put gravy on it.
So it's a vehicle for gravy then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't like turkey either.
I love turkey. I love white meat, Kurt.
You don't like white meat. You know how I know that? Is because you wouldn't just eat white turkey meat on its own without
I would.
any... No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I've done it.
You would not do it and say,
I'd be like, decent. But dark meat, I would be like, meh.
Dark meat you can actually eat on its own because there's
No,
flavor.
I can't. No, there's not flavor. There's fat.
Which adds flavor, though.
No, I don't like
The
that.
white meat is tasteless.
That's why I like it. It's
So
tolerable.
you're just a bland guy.
Tolerable.
You're a tolerable, bland person.
Let's be honest. If we're eating anything because it's good, we're eating fucking dessert or something like unhealthy.
That's insane.
No.
There's things that are good for you that also taste good. Turkey happens to not be one of them.
Okay, so now we're getting on this topic. Okay, name me a few.
A few things that are good for you.
Yeah.
Steak.
Is it? Okay, hold
It's
on.
one of the most nutrient-dense meats on the planet.
Okay, but put nothing on the steak. Okay, for a sec. Good? Not that great.
But it's not a vehicle.
You gotta put
It's
salt.
not a
You
vehicle
gotta
for
put-
salt. The salt adds.
It's not a vehicle at all. No one's driving a steak, Kurt.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just be quiet.
Okay. Guys,
You-
Kurt's gonna talk alone for the rest of the pod. He told me you heard it.
The steak is good on its own and it gets enhanced by the salt and the pepper. However, the turkey is nothing without the gravy because it's just basically a way to soak up gravy and then you can eat gravy, essentially. That's what you're trying to do. It's a sponge. Steak is not a sponge. It is a platform.
I disagree. Same for me. Like, okay, I put gravy on it. I would rather put peppercorn sauce on my steak. Makes it way better. Just a steak like that, I'm not a huge fan.
Really?
Yeah.
So you want to do salt and pepper steak and then eat the steak?
I'll do it, but I'm not thinking this is the best thing I've had. Oh, like
That's
I'd
like
rather
my-
have pizza.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Well, look, but that's not good for you.
Exactly. But that's exactly what the point I'm trying to make is that if it's good for you, it's like there's way better shit out there.
Okay, so you're saying that there's nothing there that's good for you that's healthy.
Like I like
Sorry, good
fruit.
for you that-
I like fruit. You could literally not eat fruit. You don't need fruit in your diet.
I agree. Yeah.
Right? But it's good. Like I love a good watermelon.
Yeah.
You don't need it
Sure.
at all. Like meat you kind of need, right?
Yeah.
Like it's you could get away with like oh, okay, I just like now I'm going to war with the vegans here, but like it's useful to have in your diet, right?
Yeah.
We can all agree on that. Like there's ways you can get around it,
Yeah.
but it's helpful to have in your diet.
Easy
Fruit-
access protein.
You could easily go without fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not necessary in any way.
Other ways to get sugar?
Yeah. You also like you don't necessarily need sugar.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean?
You need a little bit of sugar.
Yeah, just
you need a bit of sugar.
small amounts, but there's sugar in other things that like
Yeah,
aren't,
exactly. Good
you
point.
know? Like chocolate cake.
Yeah. I'll eat a chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Millefeuille cake. That's the cake, though.
Millefeuille.
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 Yeah. People wait, is that what it can't be called that in the States?
Millefeuille?
Yeah, you think that like how the hell do they pronounce that? They don't know how to
Why
speak
wouldn't
French.
they? What? They eat croissants.
Croissant?
Yeah, they
It's
eat.
a croissant.
No one in the States is saying croissant.
Yeah, so what do they call it?
Croissant.
Oh god.
It's a croissant.
It's a croissant. That's brutal, man.
But what's brutal?
Like, why don't we give it a name that they can pronounce?
Croissant.
That's not how it's spelled.
But it's fine.
It's not fine to me.
Yeah, but you can. It's croissant. You say croissant, people know what you're talking about. No one really bats an eye.
I bat an eye. I bat multiple eyes. I go,
Croissant is an okay thing to say. You can say croissant, and people know what you're talking about, and it's perfectly fine, and that's what they are. I say croissant. Croissant is fine.
fine to you because you're one of them.
But like, so if we go to a bakery together, and
We won't.
okay,
Let's be
if we go to a bakery
I
together,
can't be seen with someone who calls it that.
if we go to a bakery together, and I say I would like 2 croissants, and then you're gonna say what? I don't want a croissant. I have a different order. And then you go and you go, I'll have 1 croissant. Is that what's gonna happen? And then we end up with 3 croissants.
No, I'd be like, Kurt, go ahead in line. Make sure they know we're not here together. You know?
I think you're overthinking. I think you're overthinking a little
How many
bit.
times have we gone to a fucking place together?
Let's go.
Right after this.
A bakery. Yeah.
Marcajani's.
Yeah. Have a croissant. I don't think they have those there.
No. What about like I'm actually controversial. I'm not like the biggest turkey stuffing guy.
Okay.
I find it whatever.
That's
okay.
wild.
You love turkey stuffing?
I don't love turkey
No,
stuffing.
well then it's not wild. Okay, Kurt.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. No.
It's the
I was
first time I've been right.
You know what? You got me all riled up with some of the other outlandish shit that you've said, and I went wild. I wouldn't say
you
wild.
became our commenters for 5 minutes where you're just like,
Yeah.
it's called football. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
You stupid American.
you were on their team for a second.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, fine. Not wild. Crazy. I think wild is one step above crazy.
Okay. So you didn't tone it down all that much.
But still.
I thought we were getting somewhere.
No. I think because stuffing's good. I like stuffing, and it's one of the things that add to the turkey. It's kind of wild.
Why is it called stuffing though? It's always on the side. It's not if it's stuffing, why isn't it in my turkey?
So your parents aren't doing it right.
Oh really?
Because it goes in the turkey. You put the stuffing in the turkey. That's
And
why it's
up
called
its
stuffing.
ass? Like,
Yes.
No way.
Literally.
Are you serious?
I don't know if that's the ass, but you know how like in the turkey there's like the hole?
The
Is
ass.
that the ass? You put the fucking stuffing in there.
I didn't know that.
You just fill it with stuffing.
So they're
that's why
doing
it's
it
called
wrong.
that's why it's called stuffing.
But like, why do you can get turkey stuffing in a box
And then what do you do?
and then you shove it in?
you shove it in.
Oh, okay, see, so I've never experienced
Yeah,
that.
it's a lot of fun. What we'll do is we'll put stuffing in the turkey, and then we'll also like have a separate bowl if you don't
I
want.
love how like you're saying in the turkey and you're using two fingers.
Yeah, you just like put the stuffing in. You put the stuffing basically right in the turkey, right?
Oh, now it's
Yeah,
like.
and then after you do it a while, the opening for the turkey gets a little larger, and then you can get more
Out of
you
it.
can get more stuffing
it.
inside. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'll hear the turkey say, "Oh yeah, right there," and, and that's how you know you can start putting some gravy on it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's good stuff. Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then on Monday the turkey does the walk of shame. Oh fuck! Goes back to the farm. All the animals are just like, "Oh, rough night."
Speaking of like things that shouldn't be going in animals, like, did you hear that Paul Pogba apparently has been injecting himself with testosterone?
He's been injecting himself with testosterone.
Well, I don't know. Like, it's the second time now he gets busted for like not passing his drug test for high levels of test, like which I find wild.
You can't just naturally have a high level of testosterone.
I guess it's like beyond what's normal, but like it's soccer. Like why? Why is like this is not a common thing in soccer? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, soccer players don't have high levels of testosterone.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh, okay.
What I mean is that
They just all look kind of flamboyant and a little.
like you don't like a lot of soccer players, like top guys like Messi. Like you don't necessarily need to have a jacked body or that much muscle.
It's a much more finesse game.
It's like endurance,
Yeah.
mobility. There's obviously some strength in the lower body for sure, but like it's not like UFC or something where like you're wrestling someone and like it's really gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
So like I just wonder why at his age of 30.
I would imagine that the testosterone is going to help you run faster. I imagine it'll help you stay on ball a bit more, help your balance a little bit. But as far as technique goes, I don't think you're helping yourself at all there.
I just don't get like he was good, right, for many years.
So you don't know why he's injecting himself with testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, anything to get some sort of edge, right?
I mean, he hasn't done shit in the past few years, so like I guess I don't know. I don't know how he's thinking that's going to help. Like in soccer, you can literally pass, shoot, cross the ball, control the ball, all that don't require test at all. You know what I mean? He's never been someone who's been like, oh, the guy doesn't run enough, or he doesn't run fast enough, or
maybe because he's been on extra testosterone all these years.
I don't think it's been all these years, because it's only like the past little while that he's like, he was better when, if anything, he was better when he was off the test.
Because maybe he naturally was producing more testosterone.
I don't know. But like ball control wise, passing wise, like the guy's like a shadow of who he used to be.
Yeah.
So the test, like, why?
Yeah.
It doesn't
even look like it's helping, and now he's getting caught for something that's not even helping him.
Now it could ruin his whole career.
That's crazy. Honestly, I don't think it should. I think all professional athletes should be allowed to use steroids.
Really?
Oh, dude. The sports that we'd get? Can you imagine? Everyone was on steroids. Everyone was on testosterone. Everyone's juiced to the gills.
Yeah, but
dude, you're watching aliens.
But the thing is, like, anyone who doesn't want to do that to their body is basically like at a huge disadvantage.
Not for you. You go and fucking be an accountant then. Let the fucking juiced
Leo.
Up, let the juiced boys get in the game. That's what I want to watch. I want to watch 7 foot tall, fucking 300-pound guys who run
sumo wrestling, soccer players.
Yeah, that's what I want to see, dude. That would be amazing.
The refs are jacked. Gotta keep up.
Yeah. No, they fucking flash a yellow card. It slips through their hands. It puts a hole in the roof. That's what I want to see. Man. Well, let's start a petition right now. Every single sport should have like the regular league, and then should also have a steroids league, and then see how long it takes for the steroids league to surpass the regular league.
It'd be interesting. I'm pretty sure that in soccer, I'm not sure that it would make all that big of a difference.
Okay, how about mixed martial arts?
Yeah, I think it would. Yeah,
dude, could you imagine
football,
steroids league?
Yeah, I feel like it would become a little bit.
Let's create the SFC right now, the Steroids Fighting Championship.
Also, I feel like the mood swings in that. Like, I feel like they would be pissed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. What the fuck did you say?
Yeah.
About my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What'd you say about Prime?
Yeah, we don't need that. There's already like actually, there's a lack of that recently in the near term. Like Dillon Danis is like boxing now, and like there's more shit talking going on there than in the UFC.
But even his shit talking is like kind of.
Here's a picture of your girlfriend.
Yeah, whatever. Like, it's kind of played out. Originally, it was like pretty, oh my god, he's like really going after his fiance like pretty hard. And now it's just like, it's the same thing. You're doing the same thing over and over again. Let's elaborate. Let's like come up with something a little bit more creative. I'm bored of it. Like, I love watching shit talking. I need shit talking. It gets me in. I'm like the exact viewer that it attracts. The more you shit talk, the more drama I think there is in this fight, the more in tune I am with the fight. But if you're just going to do the same thing over and over again, whatever. Like, it gets a bit boring. Like, Conor McGregor, when he was fighting Khabib, like, the shit that he was saying to him, like, he was going back to his roots in Russia and, like, talking about members of his, like, family and, like, criminal organizations that he was, like, affiliated with, and, like, people who didn't really understand what he was saying. They were like, oh, whatever. But, it was pretty intense, like, what he was actually saying. Like, stuff like that's really creative.
Yeah.
I'm in. Dillon Danis, just tweeting pictures of his girlfriend. Who cares?
Yeah. But he's going deep back there, too. He's doing his research.
Is he? I think he's just getting sent pictures.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's getting sent pictures of his girlfriend with, like, fans or, like, people on the street who's like, oh, Nina, can I take a picture with you? And then, like, oh, she fucked him. I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. Like, we all know it's bullshit now.
But it's the biggest fight of the year.
Is it?
I think so. What's bigger?
Makachev is fighting...
Oh, God.
Yeah?
Yes. Is that a better fight? Yes. Is it a more popular fight? No. Who's watching that? People in Dagestan, maybe.
Makachev Oliveira.
Oh, so... Oliveira is, like, soft.
How's Oliveira soft?
Good fighter, but, like, this guy on the mic...
Okay, no. Oh, okay, I see. You're talking in terms of...
They're not selling pay-per-views.
No, they're not selling pay-per-views. I agree with you there. They're not selling pay-per-views. If you can have the amount of shit-talking... Like, if you can have a Conor McGregor, esque level of shit-talking, and then you can have that fight, I'm in.
If he comes back, maybe we got...
He'll never come back.
You don't think?
No.
So why is he doing all this? Why is he like...
Conor?
Yeah, apparently he's going to fight... what's his name?
Yeah, Bellator guy. Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Michael Chandler.
Bellator guy.
Yeah, that's what he was. He was like the face of Bellator forever. And that's all he is, a Bellator guy.
Yeah, that's all he's ever gonna be.
Yeah. Has he even won a fight here in the UFC?
I think so. He's a good fighter though. He's fought some hard people. Like
they've only
division.
given him savage fights. That's
Yeah.
for sure. And every single fight I've watched has been a lot of blood.
Yeah.
A lot of punching.
He's in there.
Yeah, he's
Just
definitely
loses.
in there. Just loses. I
Yeah.
think he's like 2-3. I don't remember. He beat. Who did he beat? Fuck. This whole podcast is gonna be me trying to remember, and I can't remember.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't get the point of like him saying he's gonna come back and then not coming back. Like it's
He just wants to still be relevant. He still wants to be talked about. Dude, when you go from that level of fame and then you sort of fall off.
But your last fight's gonna be you breaking your leg. That's how you're gonna bow out.
But I think he knows that he no longer has it.
You think? I hope he knows.
I think he knows.
I think if he doesn't
You
have
to know.
it, you
have to
gotta know.
I think at that level, you must have like your trainers and your coaches and the people who are closest to you being like, yo, unfortunately, you can no longer compete with these high level guys. Maybe you could have if you were still active, but you've been out of the game too long and you just like it's too much lost ground. Like you can't get back in there and still fight at that high level.
Yeah, like I think he needs a tune-up fight, and I don't think Chandler's a good tune-up fight. I think that's a fight. Like that's like
That's
tough
a fight that I think that line is like a minus 300 Michael Chandler type of thing. Like you will likely get beaten. You will likely get TKO'd.
Oh, that's brutal.
I know.
Like, you can't.
I don't want to see that. You know. I do want to see that fight. Scratch that. I want to see that fight, but just because I want to see a fight. Like
I don't need him to like get pushed down deeper into the dirt. Like
honestly, look, I've seen the rise of Conor McGregor, and it was fucking awesome.
And now we're seeing the awesome fall of McGregor.
And look, I was like, I've had all the euphoria. I've loved it, man. The shit talking against fucking Alvarez, against Diaz,
unreal.
the loss against Khabib, and I was like in denial. I was like, no, he can still beat Khabib.
Yeah.
And now my mind sort of shifted, and I've gotten all I've needed.
I could beat McGregor.
I've gotten all I've needed from the rise of Conor McGregor. Now I'm cool if he just like gets knocked out. Like that'll just be another form of like stimulation for me watching fights.
No.
I'm cool with it, man.
Look, what I think is the most
Him getting knocked out does not discount everything that he's done in the past. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, it doesn't. But you got to know where. In my opinion, you got to know when to quit. It's kind of like Anderson Silva's making a bit of an ass out of himself. Like you should have just like George St. Pierre did it right, in my opinion. Like get out. Khabib did it right. Just get out.
You think Khabib did it right?
Yeah. You beat everyone you had to beat. Yeah, you could have stuck around. You could have fought Tony Ferguson. Ferguson can't win a fight now. Like, there's no point.
I agree with you that like GSP did it right for sure. But Khabib was what, 30 years old?
No, older, no?
When he retired, 30, not older than 32. Like he's still prime. He's still in the prime.
You sure?
Yeah, and he stopped at like 29 and 0.
Yeah, I know. Well, now he's 35. I don't remember how many years ago he's the same age as McGregor. It's pretty crazy.
And so his last fight was what,
Maybe
3 years
32?
ago? 3
Yeah.
years ago. So yeah, 32. In my opinion,
But he was getting closer and closer to losing. Like
well, he was fighting.
Poirier
Look,
almost
let's
took
be
his head
honest. A large portion of that 29, I don't know who those guys are.
fair.
Right?
Fair.
The big fights came like
Later.
Yeah.
For sure.
his last 6 or 7, I'll say.
But that's still pretty good, especially
I'm
at that
not-
level.
Sure, fine, fair enough. But like, I don't know. 20,
Poirier almost took his head off.
29 wins, in my opinion, is not enough to really say I'm like a dominant. He is though, because if you do the eye test,
No, it's the number of lost rounds he has. I don't even like. Maybe he has 1 or 2.
that's a good point. That's
Like,
true.
it's
He's
just-
always been dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
There's been like little towards the end, like a 1 minute in like a round where you're like, oh, Poirier almost took his head off.
Yeah.
But it was a going against.
But look at like
the tide.
Poirier's last like 15, 20 fights. Like they're all names.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? We're like Khabib. It's only like the last 5, 6.
Sure. But
So-
but Khabib dominated Poirier. It's just like there was that little moment where it's like, oh shit, he got ahead.
Look, he can dominate him, but there was a moment
Yeah.
where we all thought,
Maybe it's
fuck,
over.
Maybe it's over. Maybe he's tapping. Like that's worth more than like winning a whole bunch of other rounds.
But same with McGregor. McGregor was on the down and like had like there was moments where I was like, okay, like Khabib looks beatable. right? If they fought a second time, I do think it would have been a closer fight. Like, I think McGregor had some good moments there. And like, if he had a second crack at it, I think he would have been better off.
Yeah.
For sure.
Fair enough.
I don't think the next fight would have been better for Khabib. I think it would have been better for McGregor.
Maybe. No, you're right. I mean, like, the Diaz fight is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Right? All that to say, though, as far as, like, the Dillon Danis and Logan Paul fight goes, I think all the shit talking, it gets me really excited for it. I think we're just going to be super disappointed when it actually comes time.
Because it's not going to be a good fight.
It's not going to be a good fight.
No.
But, you know, hey, who do you want to win?
I would love to see Logan Paul lose, but I know it's not going to happen. Dillon Danis is not a boxer. I've seen some videos. He's not winning.
No, he's not going to win.
I honestly believe...
You think he's going to get slept?
I believe I would have a chance if I had enough time to prepare. Like, I would be closer in skills to Dillon Danis than Dillon Danis is to Logan Paul.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I would lose, but it would be closer than him against Logan Paul.
Yeah, no, it's true. I've seen the videos. The videos don't look good.
No.
They don't. It looks like Stephen A. Smith. Remember Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough.
Yeah.
You know? No, not quite like that, but it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good.
He'll definitely lose. I wonder if he'll get slept, because that'll be...
I think he will.
Because...
Wait, how many rounds?
6?
He's not lasting 6.
6? 6 or 8. I think it's 6. But, like, man, if he gets hit with, like, Logan's arm there, Jesus, like...
Because Logan's bigger too, no?
Enormous.
Yeah.
He's enormous. That's another thing. Are you juicing, bro?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking if Logan's juicing.
I mean, to look like that...
He looks pretty good.
Dude, you look like... Did you watch... You don't watch the Marvel movies, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I like the Avengers.
Okay. Did you watch... I think it's a Thor... It's either Thor or a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. One of the most recent ones. And it's where he goes to see Zeus.
Yeah? And it's Russell Crowe.
Yeah, and it's Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, like, an orgy. And Chris Hemsworth, Thor, is, like, there on the platform, and then he gets his clothes taken off.
Yeah.
Did you see his body there?
Yeah.
Insane.
I think he's on juice.
To have that kind of body, you need to be juiced to the gills. Like, you need to be on all kinds of shit, right? And Logan Paul, if he's not, and he's just a genetic freak, fine. All more power to you. But he had a very similar body type, and I think in order to get that type of physique, you need to be on something.
The thing is, Logan Paul's carrying a lot less weight. Like he's more
Chris
shredded. Chris Hemsworth, what's crazy about him is he's shredded kind of like Logan Paul, but much bigger. Like, has way more muscle mass, which makes it way harder.
But Logan Paul's got a lot of muscle mass.
Lean muscle. Like, he's got a lot of muscle mass, but it's like he's thinner. It's like he's just lower in body fat, which, like, I think is not easy to do, but easier to do than... Let's say having a shit ton of muscle and being lean.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, that's hard.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. But if I had to guess, yeah, I would think he's like the guy has to win. Like, it's too important to his career.
But you're also running like 3-4 companies or something like that. Where do you have the time to work out that much to be natty?
Look, you'd be surprised if you had like a coach and like everything like. A bunch of shit automated for you, a team editing your videos,
nutritionist and
people coming up with your podcast topics.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it would make it a lot more doable.
Good point.
Chefs cooking your food.
And you just need to perform.
You just need to go through the action. Thank you. Okay. So how do you guys want to do this? This is our topics. You want to do that? Okay. Like, way easier.
Yeah.
Not saying it's easy by any means, but... And the guy's a workhorse. Like, you could tell that him and his brother, like, even when they were just doing everything themselves back in the day, they were putting out content fast.
Like crazy. And now they just have automated everything that can be automated, and then just do the action on whatever they have to action on. Yeah, I guess you're right. As far as the boxing goes, though, yeah, I think Dillon Danis will get fucked up. And it would be interesting, though, to see, like, Dillon Danis able to, like, back up everything.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
I know, it's not going to happen, but, like, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. So, look, you messaged me this week, and you were just like, Google sucks at keynotes.
Yeah.
Because they just released, or they just announced their Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, and their new Pixel Watch. So, both you and I are looking to buy a phone in 2024. Or end of 2023, but basically to be used mostly in 2024. What are you leaning towards now?
So during all the leaks, I was kind of like, oh, I might actually switch over to the Pixel. And then I watched the keynote, and the keynote started off a little slow. They don't know how to do keynotes like Apple does.
No, definitely not.
I don't know why. They have a crazy amount of money and resources. Like, you can make it a sick show, like Apple does, but they didn't. Whatever, it's fine. Google, do what you want. But so I was actually leaning towards the Pixel Pro, and then I watched the keynote, and it confirmed everything that I thought, and then some, and it almost made me a little scared.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
Man, a lot of the AI stuff, the thing that you were talking about last week where you can kind of change a picture completely.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, a photo is like you're capturing a memory, right?
Yeah,
But,
just remember it a little differently than it actually happened.
yeah, but you're changing the memory.
Reality,
Like, it's
yeah.
not, you're changing reality. So now it's no longer what I imagine to be a photo. It's just like an altered, like, this is, I didn't like it like this. I want it to be like this. And then
Look
this,
how good I looked that night.
yeah, but like, it's not. That's
your
not,
eyes were closed.
Yeah,
you
your
fucking
eyes
idiot.
were closed. So, but like, if it could be used for that, like, it could be used for so many other things. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what they're mentioning. But you can change your hair color. Probably you can do a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
It really seems like nothing's off the table as far as altering the images with AI.
Yeah.
And that I don't love. Right now, the overall functionality of the device, sick, yeah, sure, but the AI in images.
So you're leaning away from it now?
Now I'm at a loss. Now I don't know.
It's a tough time to buy a phone.
Because
right
the iPhone 15 sucks.
Well, no, look. If you're going from a 13 to a 15, if you're going from like an 11, I feel like the jump is significant enough to feel at least like you got a better phone.
Yeah.
Like, it's still the same phone.
My problem is that I have the 11 now, and I could have jumped to the 14 and chose not to because I felt like there wasn't enough that changed.
Yeah.
Since there's not enough that changed from the 15 to the 14, it's the same conversation that I'm having.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, but there's slight differences every year that like will at least give you a meaningful performance increase, like you'll have a better screen, you'll have a better camera. Is it going to change the way you use your phone? Absolutely not. And that's why I feel like every 2 years I always want to switch because there's not enough differences to warrant me buying the same phone again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's a good point.
I want to feel like I got something different.
Feel the difference.
Yeah.
I want like your phone is one of your most expensive purchases in your life, right? You have like your house, your car, and then for most people, number 3 is the phone. So you want to feel like you're getting something new, right? You want to, in a sense, you want to play with it, right? If I'm just going to get a new iteration of like the same thing, what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah, so actually like I'm leaning towards the Pixel 8 Pro now.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that's like giving me like some hesitation is like I would want to try a foldable.
Yeah,
I know they're not ready yet, but like I really want one, and I feel like, oh, watch me get this one, and then in 6 months they're gonna release one that I'm like,
yeah.
I wish I got that.
You need one to be sick. You need one to be like a flagship.
They're not there yet.
Yeah.
The closest one I would want the Pixel Fold, but like one, there's no pen, like. The problems with the Pixel is like there's like it's almost perfect, but then there's like these things like Samsung will give you a pen in the device and you could like take notes. It's nice to have. Pixel is just like no, you can't even buy a pen and use it.
Yeah.
They just like don't support it.
Yeah.
I don't get why.
Yeah.
Just let me use it.
Yeah, it's strange.
So like if you're buying this big screen, it's perfect to take notes, but you can't take notes.
What's the appeal with a foldable phone?
Just having the form factor. So one, what I like about the Pixel Fold is it's smaller on the front than this. So it's a lot more like small in your pocket. And like apparently like to get to the top, you don't have to like reach so far.
Okay.
So like people love using the front screen for texting and all that stuff. And then when you want to watch content, boom, you pop it open.
That's fun.
And it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Also to take notes, this is kind of small.
Yeah.
But if you could have like double the size and you're taking notes.
That's interesting. Okay.
You know?
I see.
But you can't take notes.
Yeah.
So Pixel Fold is off and it's too expensive and battery life is shit. Pixel Fold is off. Samsung is just like Samsung. And I don't want to be Samsung.
Something about Samsung.
There's nothing cool about Samsung. They make great devices, but like I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm going to the dark side.
Google does feel like that kind of hipster, different, like still good but kind of cool.
We're the iPhone, kind of, not really.
Like the iPhone's
Android.
like the iPhone is like the popular kid in school.
Yeah.
Like everyone loves the iPhone. Like nothing special about him, but like he's like the cool jock. And then you have like, you know, the sleek, like cool, like different guy who wears like weird clothes, but he, like everyone like knows he's a cool guy. He's on the other end.
Yeah.
And then you have the Samsung, who's like the nerdy kid that gets pushed into lockers, but he's really smart.
Yeah. He's really smart. He's probably the smartest guy.
Probably the smartest one.
Yeah. No, that's it. They have so many features, but like just like little things. When you switch between the cameras, there's like a delay.
Oh, okay.
Like let's say when you click on your different iPhone cameras, just smooth. The Galaxy, you like click on it and it like takes a while and then it like zooms in. It looks like choppy.
Yeah, no, stuff like that would annoy me. I agree with you.
Like such an expensive phone.
I need it to be like perfectly fluid.
Yeah. So or I gotta pay less because they charge it a lot, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. So I'm leaning towards the Pixel 8 Pro, but also because if you pre-order it, you get a free Pixel Watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I'm like, that's kind of good.
That's a good way to entice.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
But then I'm like, what do I do with my Apple Watch Ultra?
Yeah.
You know?
You're just a device whore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm like, maybe I'll just switch back and forth between my iPhone and just, I'm feeling iPhone this week.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Try it out.
I could be like Marquez or hold one in each pocket.
Yikes.
Okay. Backtrack.
How about watch and watch?
Double watch it?
Double watch it.
Dude, I'm
double watch it, double
dripping.
phone it. Yeah.
I don't think the Pixel... I know that the Apple Watch is way better than the Pixel Watch.
Yeah.
So that... But
right
I'm getting it for free.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's true.
But like, I feel like the camera, the AI features... Did you see the AI features of having like someone answer the call for you and be like...
See, that's also a bit strange.
Yeah, but it's
I would
cool.
be okay with it if they didn't say Google Virtual Assistant. Because if I called someone and I heard, oh, this is Kurt's...
hang up?
Yeah, I'm hanging up. Like, no, I'm not talking to your Google Virtual Assistant. It's not happening. That doesn't hit the way you want it to. Like, I know...
But what if you would only use it for numbers that you don't recognize? That's what I used to do when I had a Google, but it wasn't as good. Now it's way better. Because it used to be like a robot. Now it kind of sounds like a person.
Yeah.
So like it's less likely to cause issues.
If I could make it sound like me.
Hi, I'm Kurt, but actually it's not really me.
I don't sound like that. The fuck? It'd be more like a, hi, this is Kurt.
I am a manly man.
I'm a man, Kurt. My name is Kurt. And Kurt can't come to the phone right now. That's kind of
what you on fucking roids?
That's me, dude. That's just like me. That's just like fucking...
That's how you sound all the time?
Au naturel.
Yeah. No, you're a baritone natural? No.
Some might say.
No. So yeah, you're thinking what now? Like you just might hold off till next year?
See if this 11 could last one more year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll see.
That's so sad. See, that's a disappointment when like 3 phones get announced. You got the Samsung, you get the Apple, you get the Pixel, and none of them can make you want to buy a phone.
Yeah.
And you're just like, nah, you guys made me not want to buy a phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally what you made me do.
iPhone, not enough changed. Google, too much changed and I'm scared. And Samsung, I'm not a nerd. So
the Samsung looks like also if you get the Samsung, people won't even give it the time of day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, you got yeah, I got the new Samsung. Oh.
Cool, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
it's a really
Google,
cool paperweight.
People are like, why'd you get the Google?
Yeah.
Like they're kind of like, no one really has the Google. What?
Yeah.
I like Google. What does it do?
Yeah, I use Google Chrome.
Yeah.
I have Gmail.
They just know it's like a big company and like they don't hate Google.
Yeah.
So they're just like, what does it do? So like you're not as in the dark. You know what I mean?
You're making me want the Google phone again.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just want to try an Android.
I feel like in any phone you get after 1 week, you're over it.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
Yeah. It's like a new car. Like you get a new car and it's cool for a month, and then after the month, now you just have a 4-year car payment.
But I feel like at least it's a month. Like I feel like a phone is like 3 days
it's
almost.
2-3 days. It literally is 2-3 days.
You open it and you're like, oh wow, it's really nice, and then you put a case on it, and you're just like,
well, I'm a no case guy.
Oh really?
I'm a no case guy. I do not do cases. I take the risk.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. This is the day. I know. I start no casing it.
Bro, you get this beautiful phone, you get this sexy device, and then you slap a condom on it.
Yeah, but imagine it breaks, because every time I've done this, I usually do it right before I'm about to upgrade.
Look at that phone, dude.
Yeah, it's a beautiful phone. They did kill the look of it and the feel.
Yeah, I'm good.
Kurt, touch it. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm probably gonna get the Pixel. I don't mind losing out on the iMessage. I don't mind losing out on the FaceTime. I don't mind losing out on the AirDrop. It's literally the watch and the phone thing where I'm like, what do I do with the watch now? I just throw it out?
You just gotta sell the watch.
But I like the watch.
Yeah. The watch is a very good way for Apple to keep people on Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the integration between this and my Mac, I'd really care. I'll be honest.
The phone and the Mac?
No.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I never used
It's only the iMessage thing, and even that it's not even that great.
I never find myself using it.
Yeah.
If you're someone who uses it in your workflow, it's useful.
Sure.
AirDropping doesn't work to send videos to my Mac as well as I'd like it to.
Oh, no.
Sometimes, like, halfway through, it'll just be like, failed.
Chris D'Elia has this, he does this thing where, like, he'll be on a crowded airplane, and he'll just, like, send a picture of, like, a Chinese family to everyone on the plane via AirDrop. And everyone will just be like, what?
This fucking guy, man. He's something else. Oh, wait, man. We didn't mention the fact that, what do you think about Mike Perry stepping in for Dillon Danis? I don't want that.
I don't want that. It's
a better fight, though.
I do feel like people are really overplaying Dillon Danis not showing up for the fight.
It's because of the lawsuit. I feel like that there's a risk.
There is a risk because of the lawsuit. I'm pretty confident he's going to do it. But I think like Logan Paul and his whole crew, I think they're almost using that as like a form of propaganda to make you believe that it's not going to happen. But like I think Dillon Danis is going to do it.
I also think that Logan Paul wants to make sure it happens because it's an easy fight for him.
Yeah,
big
for
money
sure,
payday.
definitely.
So he's just like,
well, actually, no. I don't think Logan Paul actually cares that much.
I think he does.
No, because like if something happens and Dillon Danis pulls out, like Logan Paul was like quote unquote right. Like,
yeah, but he wants the money more than anything else, and it's easy payday for him. Easy payday.
Yeah.
So he wants to
I don't
make
even
sure.
think it's that much money though.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Exposure, money, like you prepared for the fight now.
Yeah.
You throw in Mike Perry. There's not enough time to build that fight.
Yeah. How about this? What do you think is bigger, Mike Perry versus Logan Paul, or Tommy Fury versus KSI?
Still Mike Perry, Logan Paul. Like it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
No one cares about the main card on this fight.
No.
Honestly, after that Dillon Danis and Logan Paul fight, I might turn it off.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
I'll watch it. Fine.
I'm gonna watch it.
But only because it's on right after. Like I don't like.
Yeah, I wouldn't have tuned in for that.
Like I think they'll lose viewers. Like that's like, you know how like people will only tune in for like the last fight.
Yeah.
Like I think what happens is like Dillon Danis, Logan Paul. That's like when the numbers are the highest, and then it'll drop off a little bit going towards the last fight because literally no one cares. Not no one cares, but less people care for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
It is sad.
But Mike Perry's actually a fight. You know what I mean? Like he could do something. He could win. He's doing bare knuckle. It's a lot closer to what than let's
He'll
say
lose. He'll
jiu-jitsu.
still lose, but
You think?
yeah.
Maybe, but he'll make it a more of a war. It'll be a lot tougher, I think.
Bare knuckle is wild.
Yeah.
Jesus, can you imagine doing bare knuckle boxing? Oh my goodness.
Like it's gonna be way harder to knock out Mike Perry because he doesn't want to get hit in bare knuckle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, like, and he'll take punishment clearly, you know. So we'll see what happens. You and I were talking before about how we're asking ourselves, do people still play instruments? And we're talking about our generation. We're talking about like growing up. Do you force your kid to learn an instrument? Like my dad told me, you have to pick an instrument, right? Any instrument you want, just please not drums. And
yeah, no parents want their kids.
They
to
never
play
want drums because like it makes too much noise.
Yeah.
And it's freaking annoying.
Yeah.
And drums on its own sucks.
Oh, bad.
You know,
yeah.
Hey, look what I learned. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. Bing. Yeah, you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Cool. That was a lot of noise. Yeah. Really cool.
And it's impressive, but it just doesn't sound like anything.
But it's impressive, I guess. You right? Like you have impressive, and then you have impressive, I guess.
Oh, you spent all that time to practice that?
To practice that. Oh, how long? Oh, wow. Okay.
Did you enjoy it?
Very cool. You can make more noise. That's a more creative way to make noise.
Yes.
Very nice.
Now, when you put it together with the rest of the band, amazing. But like on its own.
But not because of you.
It's nice.
It's for sure. But you're like, I guess in a way you're sort of like that foundation.
Yeah.
But no one cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sad.
Like you're so behind the scenes. No one gives
so
a shit about the
important,
drums.
but no one cares.
No one cares.
You hold the timing of the band.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's.
Yeah, you're probably the most important part of the band that no one gives a shit about. Wow.
Yeah, you're not getting any of the women either.
You're not getting the women. You'll get maybe one, but it's your wife. Guitarist is just drowning in poon. The bassist is gay, so it doesn't matter.
Oh man. Yeah. So anyway.
You know what I like are the keyboard players who stand.
And I love a lot of them wear glasses, like sunglasses indoors.
Yeah.
It's like I wonder if it's because they know that it's like I gotta hide a
top
bit.
hat on.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, though, the keys are I love the keys. If there's one thing that I would want to learn, but I know that like once again, the key, like people like guitar is a lead instrument, right? Singing, those are like the two. I feel like that like you're gonna get noticed.
Yeah.
Keys are so important because if you learn how to play the keyboard, you could literally make a whole song on your own.
Yeah.
You plug your keyboard into the iPad. You can do drums on the keyboard.
Yeah.
You could do bass. You could do everything. But like you're doing it in your room where no one sees it, and people are only gonna really think of your voice.
What do you think about guys who will go to like public areas like an airport or a mall, see a keyboard, and just jump on it and start playing Coldplay? Are those guys cool?
Coldplay,
Are those guys cool?
No.
You just hear in the back, shut up!
No, I feel like the worst part is like the first time around, people are like, oh, okay, but they play it again because it's the only song they know.
I only know one song.
So they started
like
again?
Yeah, I only know Deck the Halls.
That's the main issue. So getting back to it, like, do you think kids are learning instruments? Like
Still?
Yeah. Like
That's a good point.
I don't think so. I feel like no parent now, like I feel like parents now are just like, here's an iPad.
Here's an iPad.
Get away. Go to the room, just enjoy yourself.
Do whatever you want.
Close the door.
Close the door. Don't make a fucking sound. And let me watch Black Mirror.
And if your sister's iPad breaks, use one and figure it out.
Yeah.
Find something you both like. Like it's like
don't fucking touch the drums. No, instruments off the table, I think.
I think so.
I think like there's no instruments happening nowadays, which is kind of sad. Like does that mean like no one's going to be making like music going forward?
I think with the iPad. You'll get an iPad app and you'll start fooling around with it on the iPad and that's your instrument.
Okay.
And I'm not mad at it because what's cool about it is so positive and negative. Negative is you're not playing a real instrument. So like the type of music that's going to be made is going to be a little different.
It's all electronic.
Right. So it's all electronic, but sometimes, well, especially we're going in the direction where the electronic music is so good that like you might not be able to tell the difference anyways, but it allows for you to get music out fast. So It's like everything. We move fast now. You listen to a song, it's good. Okay, next song, right?
Yep.
So it's good for that because we're constantly going to be getting music, but you lose a little bit of that originality of like hearing the strings,
Hearing a live instrument being played.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to a point where no one can play instruments.
No, ChatGPT. You're gonna say, "Hey, ChatGPT, can you write me a bass line that goes doom da doom da doom da doom da doom da doom doom doom?" It's just gonna be like, "Here it is," and then it's gonna play it to you perfectly.
Sure, but I mean, like, I want to go and watch someone play something. I want to watch someone play doom da doom da doom da doom da doom live.
And it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be like, okay, that's great, ChatGPT. Now, can you add the cowbell that goes doing doing doing? You know what I mean? Like,
No, you're right. Good point. But I want to see it. I want to see the person like doing it. You know?
have you ever seen Mark Rebier?
Yes.
So that guy kind of does it, except he
Trying to find the perfect room.
You know who Flossie Carter is, the reviewer?
No.
He did an anthem, an intro song for him. Because he always tests the sound of a new phone that comes out. Tests if the speakers are good. So he created a song called Sound Test. And he's like yelling, "How does it sound now?" Like in the mic, and like, "Does it sound good?" Like he's just like yelling. We could put it up on the actual video. But like that guy, everything's himself. He plays the keys himself. He sings himself. The bass is him. Pretty cool. He
That's
doesn't need a band.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what it looks like he's in an apartment where he's filming. I wonder what his neighbors think.
Oh, nightmare for sure.
Oh, here he goes again.
Yeah. Like you can't even move because no one else wants to buy your place because every time you go and show the place, you just hear him in the background.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I'm okay with no instruments now that I think about it.
I'm okay with it too.
Yeah.
Like I know that all the musicians out there are gonna be like, it's not the same. Like my dad is. My dad's holding on to his 70s music like for dear life.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. I feel like they all are, like the older crowds.
Yeah.
The geriatrics.
But then what happens to like there's cover bands now? Like, are we just gonna only have cover bands?
Yeah.
Damn. Because
Yeah.
I don't listen to any new music.
I feel like it's K-pop bands that are like coming in and learning some of the old.
some K-pop's fire though.
Yeah. No, the new music is fine, but they're like doing covers of old songs. Like even Journey, the band
Yeah.
Journey. Like their singer is like a Asian guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he sings ridiculously well. Like the old. I'll show it to you after.
Wait, it's a cover band?
No, it's the real band.
They replaced the guy with an Asian guy?
Yeah,
Really?
and he's
just
unreal.
singing in a smoky room.
You will freak out.
Wine and cheap perfume.
You will freak out.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay.
On another note, NHL season has started.
Yes. Hockey. Hockey. Sauce the puck, bud.
Yeah, so we're back to salad season.
Salad season.
Yeah,
Flow.
fruit salad.
Yep.
Yeah, fruit
Yeah.
salad. So fucking, I'm at, like, we're talking about at work this week, and my boss tells me, yeah, so that reminds me, back in the day, I was a huge Montreal Canadiens fan, and I get a Guy Lafleur stick signed. I win it, and I'm like super happy. I hang it up on my wall. Right? It's like, that's my room. That's like the centerpiece of my room. Guy Lafleur's signed memorabilia.
It's cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
It's like, so I get home one day, and he's Italian, right? And he's just like, I look in my room, and my stick is gone. So I'm like, oh my God, I got robbed. Like, what the hell happened? He's looking around like, hey, guys, have you seen my stick? They're like, no, I don't know what happened. Goes in the backyard. His dad cracked it in half to hang the tomatoes. I was like, that's the most Italian thing I've ever fucking heard. How good is that? I was like, because I heard that story and I'm like, that's 100% true. Like, guaranteed that happened.
For me, That is one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever heard in my entire life.
But you know it's true. Like my grandfather, if you go in there was hockey sticks, whatever piece of wood they could find. They're not going to Reno Depot and paying full price.
Yeah.
These guys chop
a
up.
perfectly good stick right there.
Yeah. Chopped it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
For tomatoes.
Yeah.
Tomatoes aren't even good. You need them for sauce. I know.
Yeah, that's it. But
Fine.
like, what's with that? You think we're gonna enter that phase of our life where like that's our thing is the garden? Like, when does that happen in life? And why does that happen?
I don't want the garden.
Well, we're all in condos now, so I don't know where the hell we're gonna have a community garden soon.
Are they gonna get rid of single like houses?
I don't think so, man. I think they're just gonna be worth more and more and more.
But that's the thing is that like more and more people won't be able to afford them. They'll only be able to afford condos.
Yeah.
So like it just won't be profitable to like build these homes. It'll only be profitable to.
I don't think they're gonna build so many homes.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna have the ones that we have, and they're just gonna go
But
up in
eventually
value.
I don't even. But they're so old. Like they'll just like get rid of a bunch of them and then just build condo buildings. No.
But there's like I think it's gonna be a flex. Oh, I got a home.
Yeah,
I got all this space.
Maybe.
But it's gonna be expensive as shit to maintain because if you're a construction guy or a developer, all your focus is going towards building condos, maintaining condos, all those things. Now, I got to come to your house to do your one house and fix your driveway. I'm going to charge you an arm and a leg.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even think of that.
It's already kind of going that direction, but it's going to get.
Are you going to live in a
worse.
house?
I don't. I want to rent. But unfortunately, women are different in that regard. I want to own it.
I want it to be mine.
I don't want my money to go to somebody else.
Yeah.
But your money's going to someone else. Money's going to the bank.
Yeah.
Anyways, and they're taking your money and reinvesting it.
Good point.
So whatever. We're not going to get into that point because we're going to bore a lot of people.
Sure.
But the point
Boring me.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is just like, I don't know. I don't think it's ever going to make sense to own a house. It's going to be like a luxury.
You're going to own nothing and be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in suburban areas, maybe it'll be different.
Yeah.
Because they're not, they don't matter.
I'd like to own a house. Or at least live in a house.
Yeah?
And have full autonomy over what I can do with the house.
But like, is that how you want to spend your time? Like, this is the thing. Everyone I know that owns a house, they're like, yeah, gonna redo the backyard this week. Oh, yeah, well, got to take down some drywall. I got to go to Reno Depot and get, like, I'm like, that's what you're doing this weekend?
Damn, that weekend sucks.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
But what, are you going to pay someone to do it every day?
Yeah.
It's expensive. And, like, getting workers, it's not quick.
Make relationships with guys to do cheap. Get the guy with the ass crack. He'll do it for cheap. You got to get the guy with the ass crack.
I think every guy has an ass crack. I hope.
But they need to show it to you when they're fixing your sink. Like, I'm not trusting a plumber if I don't see his ass crack.
Yeah. I don't know how that thing started. Like, was that really I've never seen a plumber show me their ass crack. We work with plumbers.
Well,
all the
no,
time
the plumber never showed it to me, but I saw it. It was there.
Okay. So,
maybe you
saw it?
Your plumber's wearing Spanx. My plumber doesn't wear Spanx.
My plumber like never gets down on his knees like that. My plumber like.
You have high sinks?
No, I feel like they go on their back, if anything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But sometimes he has to reach into the toolbox.
Yeah, I don't watch and hope for it to happen. So like.
Oh, you're one of those guys like, oh, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am one of those guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
One of those not gay guys.
See, but I don't want to make it weird now, but like you're onto something because if it was a girl, like it would be tough.
Yeah, if it was a girl plumber, I'd be like, I saw her ass crack. You fucking creep.
No. But
would that be an attractive thing?
Look,
I don't think so.
No, it wouldn't be an attractive thing. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying like I think as men, it's not something that you try to do. I think your head would just go to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you look away maybe quickly,
Yeah.
but like I think we're wired in a way where we're like we just notice that.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Good point.
If it's a guy, like that's not crossing that's not something that would naturally instinctually happen.
Well, I don't know. What about like watching a dog take a shit? I'll watch that.
Oh, I won't watch that.
No, I won't. I don't mean I'll watch it, but it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, you look like like that's what you do on YouTube.
Yeah, no.
Dog taking
Like,
shit.
imagine
Wow,
it.
that's a good one.
It's more like
One Piece.
it's more like the dog's taking it. I'm like, oh.
You're the guy in the comments. What did he eat?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you'll see something and it'll be like, whoa, and then you'll do a double take though.
Kibbles and bits.
Yeah.
Next time, go on Amazon, order kibbles,
Yeah,
and,
kibbles
bits,
and bits.
try it yourself.
Shit. I'm like, that wasn't exactly the same. Let me try again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's gross.
Yeah. You know what I find wild? That we're just like, you like smell dog food?
It doesn't smell good at all.
It smells like shit.
Yeah.
And we're just giving that to dogs.
Yeah, do you think they think it smells good?
No, there's no way.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Because you know how I know this? Anytime I have to babysit my parents' dog, I'll eat my own good human food.
And it knows.
And they have their own garbage that I gave them in the bowl, and they're always coming to my food. So I think they're like, hey man, you're feeding me garbage. Like, I want that.
But it's not only garbage. It's like, how would you feel if you got the same food every day?
Every day.
Yeah.
Just the same brown kibble.
Just like, no.
Gross.
Yeah, you're over it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you can give me ice cream every day. I get over it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know?
So you got to give him something different.
Yeah, he's just like anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I remember one time I just gave a little piece of raw steak to the dog. Loved it. Went crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it true that if you feed a dog chocolate, they...
Dies.
Really?
Just dies. Poison. Can't have chocolate.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is, like, for sure?
Yeah.
It doesn't get
They
sick?
just die.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Even if they have a bit.
Maybe a bit they'll just get sick. But, like, for example, if you just leave, like, a Mars bar on the table and they eat it, that dog is dead.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's, like, scary, though. Like, it could definitely happen.
Yeah, if you leave chocolate in low places.
No, but they'll jump on a table, like when you're not around
Yeah,
or something.
don't
Like,
leave chocolate around, for sure.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you like chocolate, think twice about having a dog.
What about white chocolate?
Well, that's just regular chocolate, right?
Is it?
Because there's no white cocoa bean.
Touche.
Yeah.
But, so how the fuck do they make white chocolate? That's so true. Because, like, it's dark and they have to make it white. But anything that has some black in it, you would have to put so much white that the black just gets drowned out.
So is it even chocolate?
We're looking this up right now, man.
Right now?
How do they make white chocolate? No, because I don't know about you. I'm a white chocolate guy.
Yeah, okay.
Like, that's everything.
You're like, fun fact, white chocolate's actually made with semen.
I used to hear whale fat, but I think I was like, no way. White chocolate is made by blending that cocoa butter? Why that? Is blending that cocoa butter with milk powder. Milk powder. I was like, which powder are we talking about
Who
here?
wrote this? The baby?
Blending cocoa butter with milk powder and sugar together in a chocolate refiner. So there is... Wait, what's cocoa butter? What the hell?
Tell you. I've heard about it, but I don't.
Vanilla is often added as well.
Okay.
What's cocoa butter? Is cocoa butter like chocolate? Yo, cocoa butter's not white. That's why. So cocoa butter looks like butter. All right. I guess we're going to wrap up this freaking podcast before Kurt falls
Did
asleep.
we go through everything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What'd you think?
Meh.
Okay.
You?
I liked it.
Okay.
I had a good time.
Yeah. Did they?
Not yet. Getting there.
2026. We're coming for that.
I got you guys.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe. And if not, go fuck yourself. All right.
Bye.